What's up, guys? Welcome to another game of League of Legends, where I will be taking you guys through Skewmond, or Thor Snorreson, the Viego. I'll be watching his gameplay, seeing what's up. He's currently 1600 LP already, rank 1 EU West, and officially, officially, the new G2 jungler. So, we're just gonna go through, see what's going on, try to understand the way he plays and what he does. So right now you can see he just walked into the enemy jungle, and this is something that I've been trying to learn more recently, is knowing what you can do level 1. Sometimes you can walk in, and sometimes you can't. So he walks in there and looks like he got his ward on the enemy red buff. So there are a few factors that you gotta think about when you watch that. Is number one, his Tom Kench and Gnar were pushing out the Jace. So he knows where Jace is, and his mid laner was matching the enemy mid laner, and then all he has to think about is his 1v1 matchup against Vi level 1. Obviously, if you guys know Vi is like not the best champion level 1. It just makes sense that you can just walk in, use your level 1 strength. Like, the Vi's not going to win a level 1 trade with you, so she's going to walk back. As long as you know where the other pieces on the map are, you can get an early ward by yourself. Sometimes you can't, though. But it's very good to know when you can. Optimize your game. Think about it. We started Raptors. This is what I've been doing as Viego as well. You should try to start Raptors if you can, instead of starting red buff. He fully charges his first W towards the camp. Pretty sure the longer you charge your W, the longer it stuns for. Okay, he puts 2 points into Q. I actually don't do this. It's very interesting. I usually put a point in my E, level 3. But he put a point in his Q first, then his W, and then another one in his Q. And it looks like he's going for an early gank here. And it works. So, that's something you can do after you hit level 3. Check the lanes you're close to, and see if you can gank. And I would recommend you guys do the same type of gank that he did. You notice the angle that he went for was he ganked from the enemy red side jungle. And if you just look at the walls by mid lane, if you gank from the blue side jungle, or the enemy blue side jungle, there's a big wall blocking you. But if you gank from the enemy red side jungle, there's a little, there's a gap where you can come in right behind them. Okay. Go straight for the steal. Commits to the 1v1. He knows his mid laner has inside track. Ooh. That's pretty well played by the Vi to put yourself in a position like that. Let's keep watching the fight. It obviously ends up being fine. Not the best though. It's tough. I'd say the mistake he made was Wing the bush when he didn't know Vi was there. The Vi tried to put the blue buff between her and Viego, which is pretty well played by the Vi. So first recall, we get this item, Rectrix. I've noticed that this guy always goes this item first. He's gonna build Kraken Slayer this game, and I've also noticed that I think Kraken Slayer feels the best to build first on Viego. He goes for his Raptors first, and make sure that he gets this crab as well. He knows that Vi's timer is a bit delayed. this Krugs. I wonder what he's gonna do next. His team is pinging for a lane gank, but personally, as a jungler, if my team is pinging me there, I wouldn't go either. Void Grubs are spawning in 40 seconds. So I wonder if that's what his plan is. And his top side camps are spawning as well. But if he went for a bot lane gank there, easily the Vi could have taken all of his top side camps. Easily. I wonder if it's better to watch from his team's POV only. I'm sorry, I just switched that up mid-game. But it's a lot easier to try to understand someone's thought process when you can see what they see. Gets cheesed there on his Braum. It's a pretty good game to go over because, like, things aren't going perfect in this game. We see the Vi starting the Crab, or the Void Grubs. Sees that his top laner died with no TP. He gets just enough XP for level 6. Very smart. Now, will he try to use the level advantage to fight? She might hit 6 off this one. Okay, she doesn't. She might have the damage to just finish it off. Okay. Holly has no mana. So we get a grub. That was very smart. You see how he saw, this is what you have to do, guys. These important level, breakpoints, like level 6, when you're level 5, you have to be paying attention to your XP bar. If you're not, you might lose a play like that. Like, things kind of just worked out perfectly there. But this top laner died. He's like, oh, I can get this XP, get level 6. He only sticks around for enough XP to get level 6 so he can be on the Void Grubs with the level advantage as fast as possible. It's just... these are the things that you have to do as a jungler to separate yourself from the pack. Because, unfortunately, mechanics don't matter as much. It's all about, the choices you make. Nice counter gank. And that should be a wrap. We have a ward, so we see that his camps are up. First thing you do if you kill the enemy jungler, take his camps. If you're close to their camps, right? If you're in your base, obviously you can't take their camps after you kill them. He sees that the enemy jungler is missing, so he doesn't go for more. Enemy bot lane is also walking out of base, so sometimes you can take the romp there. But sometimes you don't have to risk it. He's got his Kraken Slayer in base. The question is, where does he start off his clear? Is he going to clear from top to bot, which it looks like? You always got to think when you come out of base, when all of your camps are up, like this, you should think, where am I pathing towards? And then obviously things change. You see that his top lane is fighting, so he skips camps to go top. When you're ahead like he is, you should try to match every play that the enemy team makes. Oh, wow. Okay, it's just better. Transforming into Talia was a little risky there. Talia's very squishy. That's something you gotta think about when you're playing Viego. Sometimes transforming is not the best, and you might just get one shot. That's happened to me a lot. We're 6-1. He's building Titanic, the Titanic Hydra as his second item. Pretty interesting. Is it gonna be... I've seen some people go for Titanic Hydra. Like, he does it The problem I've had with trying to learn Viego is I watch this guy and he builds different items every game. And which is something that you should be doing. You should try to get to that level on the champions you play. But when I'm playing Lily, I feel like it's very obvious to me when to go which item. But when I play Viego, it's not obvious at all. I mean, we just got collapsed on there. He's doing a little bit of trolling. The entire enemy team was ready there. Do you guys ever struggle with that issue as well? I mean, why is he going Titanic Hydra here? You know, instead of Sundered Sky. Because I feel like... I guess both of them give you health. Titanic Hydra might give you more one-shot potential, just because the way that it interacts with your passive. Skips all his scams and goes straight to the blink drubs. When you die, like he's died twice already, you kind of have to make choices of where to use your tempo. You can't, you know, take everything. Sees the entire enemy team here. Waits for Vi to go for a greedy play. Now with the Vi's body, he might be able to... Nice. Kills himself. Polymorphs. And that's a wrap. I mean, he just knows what to do on Viego every time. Like, his team fighting is really good. Viego is all about... Viego's like a 1v9 type of champion. But a lot of people end up feeding on him because he's not that hard to kill. He's only as strong as you are with your patience. Like, you have to have good patience and be able to play around every fight in a way where you're not the first one going in. You always want to be the second person going in. You see how Vi goes in first there? Like, if he would have gone into those 4 people, he would have died. But if Vi went in to his range, focusing his teammate, so he just gets a free kill. And then once you get that first body, that's when you start snowballing the fight. Yeah, I'm actually very excited to see G2 next split. I actually haven't watched LEC in a while, but I think it's very interesting that they're bringing in a rookie jungler like this. I was not expecting Yike to go at all because he's obviously been doing great. Like, arguably G2 deserved the top 8 spot at Worlds, but they lost their opportunity. Is what it is. Okay, Mai goes in first. But is it enough? We still have numbers, we don't have teammates. He wants to retake the fight. He sees this Aurora coming out of base, and he wants to retake the fight. Is the enemy team smart enough to not take the dragon? I think they are. Just gonna invade. Yeah, I'm very excited to see, you know, G2 as an organization take this guy to the next level. Because I've known this guy as a solo queue demon, but you know, I've never seen him compete. I know he has competed, but I've never watched the tier 2 scene. Fun fact, I was in the tier 2 scene as well. I was in the NLC, which is the Northern League Conference. Division 1, as a substitute. So, you know, me and this guy are somewhat the same level. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. who knows? Me personally, I'm on the grind right now. Okay, his Nard just want to be a word. Me personally, how is your guys' solo queue going? Because for me, solo queue season started off kind of rough, but I'm currently 248 LP. I think I'm ranked 311. I just checked. Grandmaster. So the season is off to a good start. Hoping to get challengers soon. They're playing a lot of Skarner. He's pretty broken. Skarner, Viego, Echo. They're champions I enjoy right now. I guess what I've really noticed about this guy, his patience is just... His patience and his mechanics. It's kind of what you need on Viego. Patience and mechanics. Viego's a farming champion. He really is. Like, he's a farming champion, but he also plays very aggressively. So it's hard. You gotta find the perfect balance. Well, you know, you can't hit every skill shot all the time. But my main takeaway from this game is just take the fights that you know you can take. Pay attention to your level timers. Be patient. Oh, the enemy team FF. Be patient. Go in after the fight has started. Don't start a fight as Viego. Unless someone is like really inting, don't start the fight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later.